Hello friends, our beloved city of Donetsk, Donbass. Here we are at the centre of Lenin Square, and I've been covering events from Donbass since 2014. In fact, you can find videos on this channel from March even, this very square. And how do you feel? So Andre, there's a Russia flag there, there's a Russian flag.
Russian flag.
How do you feel about...
Russia.
Мне нравится Россия.
Yes, yes.
Вы считаете, что Donetsk должен быть часть России?
Yes.
So you think Donetsk should be a part of Russia?
Yes.
And what's your name, please?
Galina. My name is Galina.
Galina. And you... 2014. Now back then in the UK, the Prime Minister was one David Cameron. It was on from Dave to Theresa May, on from Theresa May to Boris Johnson, and now on to, of course, Liz Truss, making her the fourth Prime Minister of the UK, my own country, since I started covering events here in Donbass. Now, I've had issues with previous British Prime Ministers because of their position and Donbass, because of their seeming hatred for Donbass and its people, who I love. Liz Truss, however, is the first who has insulted me personally with slander and illegal sanctions. Now, if you're wondering what grounds the UK government found to sanction me, of course, that is a criminal punishment without charges, trial, opportunity to defend myself. Well, from the official dossier, this is the document here, which gives 9 reasons, or as they call them, evidence exhibits. Now, many of these evidence exhibits just relate to the UK government passing on shit written about me, mostly by the British press, much of it demonstrably false, as we see here. There about Butcher, I wasn't there, but I certainly know what I believe. However, from a professional point of view, as a journalist, I cannot say definitively what happened because I don't have the video evidence to support that. But I can say this, that in making your decision, you should look at all the available evidence before coming to a conclusion which is consistent with reason, rationale and evidence. Another one of the reasons, evidence exhibits, for sanctioning me being that I did an interview with people, DNR fighters here in the DNR, and the UK government watching from London didn't like what they had to say. I will put full links to those documents below. That's part of my appeal process. As part of my appeal process, I received those documents and I have the full right to use them, so see links below. Donetsk, unconquered or even unconquerable. And speaking to the people of Donbass has been something I've been doing since 2014, uncensored, showing you exactly what they have to say. If you're thinking there's not that many people around, it's because, well, we'll come to that. It's because the Ukrainian forces, the Ukrainians are incessantly shelling even now at the centre of Donetsk, but the people... It's quite something to digest that showing what the people of Donbass have to say can now result in a criminal punishment in the UK. It's just, how can that even be the case? But there you go, in black and white in the UK government's own document. There it is, showing what these people have to say can result in a criminal punishment. And you can know how many times you say it. It's absolutely surreal, but it's the initiative also of then Foreign Secretary and now, of course, Prime Minister Liz Truss. So that action from her side, that spite, vindictiveness, because she was warned several times in the official documentation as part of the dossier that sanctioning me was illegal, but she went ahead nonetheless. So of course, it makes it hard to be objective from my side. I always try to be fair with everyone and everything, but when someone has acted in such a vindictive way, of course it makes it hard to be objective, notwithstanding. Obviously, I would defy anyone. I mean, what are the opinion polls on her? About 10% of people in the UK like her? I would defy anyone to look at any video of Liz Truss and not come to the same conclusion that I hold, which is that she is absolutely just an imbecile.
In a fortnight, I'm going to Paris for the world's largest food trade fair, and I will be bigging up British products. In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
And I mean, do look at any video of Liz in action. And I mean, taking a bid, as they say in Russian, offence out of the equation and being in the circumstances objective as possible, I mean, she is an idiot. But not only that, she's immoral. I mean, absolutely immoral, incompetent. And if we come back to the immoral part of it, clearly that means there is going to be, likely to be, and sad to say, an escalation in the situation in Donbass. So she's going to do what she can to talk up the war, to ramp up the war. And it is an escalation which you hear around. It's Donetsk as it is today. And at any moment, I mean, even just the other day, as I look over there, one of the city's main administrative buildings, there was a woman killed by shelling right in the centre of Donetsk, because Ukrainian shelling, backed, supported, supplied by the West, rained down in the centre of Donetsk. So, just tragic events, and that could happen at any moment. There's shelling hitting Donetsk every single day, all over the city, including in the centre. So that could happen at any moment here, and I'm here in Donetsk, and we'll be covering that, notwithstanding the efforts of the UK government, of Liz Truss, to sanction the truth, to eliminate the truth teller. I'm going to be here doing just that, showing you what's happening here in Donetsk, in Donbass. As for Liz Truss, we will see whether she repeats her rhetoric urging Brits to even come and take up arms to fight in the war, because, well, we know how that has worked out. So it's a horrible thought to think that because of the actions of my country, because of the position, of course, it's not just one person, which is part of a whole totalitarian machine with their, as we say, in accordance with YouTube, there's only so much you can say, but with their given position, certainly in respect of Donbass, it's from my side, it feels dreadful to say that because of the actions of my own country, and this entity you're looking at now, who's even around ages with myself, that civilians here are going to be on the receiving end of that. It's just a horrible thought that people are going to lose their lives. As we see, though, as we know, Donetsk, Donbass is unconquerable, is undefeatable. And ultimately, who's going to lose from this? From Liz Truss? It's going to be people in my own country, in the UK, which even pains me to say, because I'm patriotic. I love the United Kingdom, I love Great Britain, my own country, my own people, my country people. But the big losers of all of this, there's no question, it's going to be those right over there, in fact, out protesting in the streets at the moment, but those being, inverted commas even, governed over by Liz Truss. That is who's going to lose, because she is an absolute car crash. And like any car crash, she's dangerous to herself, to those around her. However, from my side, we come at things from a different angle. Привет! Здоров!
Как дела?
Отлично, братан. Прорвемся?
Можно сфоткаться?
Да, можно. Очень приятно. Давай на город герой. Привет, Олег. Ну скажи привет. Великобритания смотрит.
Привет, Великобритания. Hello.
А как тебе Лиз Трасс?
Лиз Трасс, это которая будет баллотироваться в премьер-министр.
Да.
Ну, я думаю, она сильно много на себя берет.
Ну вот.
Мне так кажется.
Вежливый человек. Спасибо, Олег.
Спасибо. Все.
От души. Спасибо, братан. That is the sort of thing, that is the massive motivation that I get when covering events in Donbass, is the people, just amazing people. And when you show the truth from here, they just give you their soul, their heart, their love. And that means the world, and that means that you're absolutely full of the fight against those that would seek to destroy that, like Liz Truss, those that come from a place of evil, malevolence and darkness to try to destroy the truth from Donbass. It's my honor to be here. I always feel that whenever I'm here. It's my honor to be in Donbass, Donetsk, a hero city. To be with the people here, to be a part of this, and to be showing you the truth. And in fact, all of your comments, all of your support is a huge, huge inspiration as well as motivation to myself. So that's why, as we say in Russian, Prorvyom, so we will always continue to overcome whatever is thrown at us. We'll always continue to show you the truth from Donbass. And in fact, if you're watching this, that means that despite the best and the dark and the evil intentions of one Liz Truss to sanction the truth, to destroy the truth teller, if you're watching this, it means that like a ray of light penetrating that aforementioned darkness, the truth has got through from Donbass, from Donetsk, hero city. Stay with me. This has been Graham, and thanks so much again. With love from Donbass.